Okay, the third one. I'm not even sure what this one is. I kind of had an idea about the first two, but oh, mastering your like protections, like your internal, external, like whichever the fuck, like maybe some parts were integrated externally, some parts were integrated internally, and like kind of like bridging the two, like coagulating the two, bringing them together, mixing them. Because you can mix and match. But if the external and internal have different parts and you wanted to keep them the same, you would have to build the bridges. So some type of bridge within like protection rituals. Oh my god, it's this guy again. It's this motherfucker. Hold on. Oh, watch out. Watch out. Aye. What the fuck? Okay. Spirituality, religion, politics, atheism, fundamentalism, indoctrination, kindness, personal dogma. Moderation. Moderation in what sense, spirit brothers? Imagine being a god. Imagine being a god and then there's just like this fucking girl over here. Like, oh, brother, what, brother? Brother, what? Huh, brother God, what you said? I better stop before fucking the air answers me again. Duality, polarity, separation, unity, integration, choice, big picture. I need some more, sorry. I'm just in funny land right now. TV land might be significant. Holy majolies. With these two cards, I was gonna say like how fire eats oxygen, like being able to withstand that. And this card is literally called the Hero of Fire, guardian, protector, savior, activist, selfless, honest, honorable, integral. It's like if your body could just like adapt to hydrogen peroxide. To carbon dioxide. Which you should be careful about putting hydrogen peroxide on cuts and things because sometimes it can just like it eats at the good and the bad. Like how when they say you take antibiotics, you should take probiotics because it kills the good and the bad bacteria. I see. Oh, holy shit. It's taking the good with the bad, picking all the lenses that you have, just picking the one that gets you through that situation. And then after you make it through, because like he's kind of like is like exploring through the dark, right? So then kind of interpreting whether you would want to do that the same way or not, or whatever, like not in the form of second guessing yourself, but when a situation arises that reminds you of that energy. Family, community, protection, dependability, responsibility, duty, service, self-sacrifice. And then we got union, wholeness, marriage, unity, connection, integration, harmony, alignment, and peace. In reverse, we got creativity and abundance. And these kind of came out together. So if this is the external energy and this is the internal energy, these are the polarities, the dualities, and I'm not really sure how, so give me a second. It's like if you get fed up with yourself, you can't just fucking run away from yourself, right? So that creativity and abundance externally can help bounce that energy back within yourself. Because you can transmute energy from internal to external, but you can also do it from external to internal. It's a two-part process. It's a two-parter. It's a two-choice plate. Three choice, four choice. That's so funny. I was like, 3 choice, 4 choice if you want to. And then in that other reading, there was 32 doors and 3 or 4. It's narrowed down to 3 or 4. So these 5 cards are going to be explaining like those 3 or 4 doors. No, I am sorry. It's paired 2, 3. So narrowing the 3 or 4 doors down to 2. That's why I originally said 2 choice. Plate lunch. Well, shit. The first door, we have perception, which is understanding, worldview, opinion of self, clarity, objectivity, understanding. We also got easy options, easy money, connivance, deception, unnecessary risk, addiction, and blame. The next door is action, concentration, focused energy, application, practice, increased skill. The mother, unconditional love, intimacy, nurturing, compassion, fruition, acceptance, fear, control, outcomes. And then we got the as below, so above, heaven on earth, multidimensional realities. So basically, either door, fine. Maybe it's a double door. Maybe the doors are connected and it enters the same room, but I can interpret them for you. If you blame others, you blame yourself. If you find that you cannot blame others, it makes sense that you then wouldn't blame yourself. Blame and accountability can be detached. You can have accountability without necessarily having like blame. Like you can mellow that out a little bit. A way you could rewrite it is that my choices have power. My choices have power. I don't always have control over how that power will affect other people. So blame would look like you fucking did this on purpose. Like, how could you do this? You weren't thinking. Like, do you even think? Why do you even open your mouth? But that is how we learn and grow. So then taking accountability would be either standing up for yourself or for making adjustments. Or you could do them both. But just living in blame, whether it's yourself or others, is not this. Here we got, and this is why I say they're connected, because they both could actually give you the same message, that being nurturing, compassionate through your actions, through your words, believing that like heaven is on earth would also to kind of mean that like hell is on earth as well. And because of that, because everything coexisting, to not take action towards what is not your heaven type of vibe. Heaven and hell could be the same place. Heaven and hell could be the same place. Double doors. And if you don't want to take the double doors and you want to take the door that goes like that because it's fun sometimes, to not get stuck in that is to just remember that like what you think about yourself is in your reality what you are. So if you believe you betrayed yourself, then you did. But there's also another way to tell the story. Fuck, if you're gonna be like unworthy or ridiculous or the loser in someone's story, don't let it be your own. You are not the loser of your own story. You are not the loser of your own story.